Visit Aromacup.com, the world's leading single-serve coffee guide. Join our forums, talk with other coffee lovers, find coupons and reviews on great single-serve gourmet coffee machines, coffee capsules, and more great information, all available at Aromacup.com. Hey everybody, this is Brian with Aromacup.com. Thanks for joining us here today in our virtual coffee shop, brought to you by Aromacup.com. I'm your host, and as always, thank you guys for checking out our videos. Today, I'm going to continue with a little series I've been doing here, showing you how to make a lot of great drinks using the Tassimo T-Discs, which I've got some right here. It says T-Disc right there, and I'm using those with a Bosch Tassimo T45 Suprema single serve coffee machine. Today, I'm going to show you how to make a Café Au Lait, except in this case, I'm going to make a Chocolate Café Au Lait. Sounds like I'm fighting a bull, but I'm not. I'm sorry guys, I'm not a bullfighter. I like to make a coffee. So, I won't be fighting any bulls, but I'm going to show you how to make an awesome drink. Now, a Café Au Lait is generally a regular cup of coffee with some milk frothed into it. Now, in our case, we're going to make a Café Au Lait, but we're going to use a hot chocolate T-Disc for the second half of our drink. So I'm going to go ahead and start making the first half of our drink by making use of this Gevalia Signature Blend Coffee T-Disc that I have right here. This will usually make about 8 to 10 ounces worth of hot coffee, and I'm going to pop this T-Disc into the T45. Lock down the brew basket, and I'm ready to brew, and I'm going to use a real big mug today because this is going to be a lot of liquid, and it doesn't fit. Well, heck. No, it fits. We're going to be okay. We're okay because we take out the tray. I know you guys have seen me do that before, but I love doing it. All right. So we're going to pop in our mug right there. It's nice and tall, gives us lots of space to work with. Let's start brewing our coffee. Now, when I start brewing using the T45, it's going to read the barcode that's on top of the T-Disc. This is one of the things that makes T-Discs very unique and makes the Tassimo system the most unique amongst single-serve coffee. And that's because this barcode tells the T45 how much water it should put into this T-Disc in order to brew the beverage that is inside of it. So each barcode will have a different programming inside of it, which will tell the machine how much it should brew. So I'm going to let the Bosch machine do its job right now. And of course, one of the great things about T-Discs is the wealth of drinks that you have available to you, all with this one machine. As you've probably seen with some of our other videos, and if you haven't, take a chance later on to check them out. You can see all the other drinks that you can make using this one machine. Espresso drinks, teas, other hot coffees, hot chocolates. You can also make cappuccinos, lattes, and various other drinks. That's one of the really cool things about the Tassimo machine, is that you get access to a wealth of awesome drinks that usually you would need at least a couple coffee machines in order to make. So because we're brewing a cup of coffee, obviously this is going to be a lot of liquid. And so we're going to let this guy go ahead and finish up its brew. So it's done now. We know that it's done because we hear the last of the pressure being pushed out of the machine, and we have the blinking green light here. We need to wait until that green light stops blinking before we open up the top of the T45. That's because there's still pressure in there, and we want to let the machine finish doing its thing before we add our chocolate. And when the machine is all done, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pop open the lid. So now what I'm going to go ahead and do, because I've got a lot of coffee here, I'm going to go ahead and take out this cup of coffee that I've just made. Because again, I would need an even larger cup in order to be able to brew this cup of coffee. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my drip tray back into the T45 here, and I'm going to take a smaller cup, put this into the T45, open it up, and I'm going to brew my hot chocolate into this smaller cup. So what I can do after I've done this is I'll be able to mix my drink using a manual mix that I can do myself. That might seem like a little bit of work, but if this is the most work that you have to do with this machine, believe me, you're doing pretty well. So let's go ahead and make a hot chocolate right here. I've popped my T-Disc into the T45. I'm going to hit my big silver button, and I'm going to let the machine do its thing.
And while the machine's doing its job, I will of course take this chance to remind you guys to please check out Aromacup.com. Join us on the site, make a free account, join our forums, talk with other coffee lovers, check out some of our other recipes and videos on machines such as the T45, find out about all the other great drinks that you can make using T-Discs, find coupons, reviews, and more great information at Aromacup.com. We will help to demystify your jump into the world of single-serve coffee. It's not that scary, don't worry. You can make a lot of awesome drinks, you can save a lot of money, and you can do it all using one machine instead of having to have 2 or 3 or sometimes 4 different machines all on your kitchen desktop. You don't need that. That's too much space used up. We want to only use one machine. So we've got a nice hot chocolate right here. Now we could drink these 2 drinks separately if we wanted to, but as I say, I want to make a chocolate cafe au lait. So now that the machine is done, I'm going to go ahead and take the coffee that I previously brewed, and I'm going to take some of my hot cocoa here. And if you had a larger mug or a very large tumbler, you could simply pour all of these in. You want to just mix this to find your flavor that you like, so go ahead and just start pouring some of this in. And there you can see I've gotten to just about the top. I made a little bit of a mess, but that's going to happen every once in a while. And there you go. That's a chocolate cafe au lait, all set and ready to go. You can sweeten this up further if you want, but the hot chocolate mixes that you get in Tassimo T-Discs is actually quite sweet, but not to the point of being too sweet. That's one of the things that I really like about the Tassimo mixes, is that the T-Discs have a great blend of coffee or hot chocolate and other flavors inside of them. So there you go, a chocolate cafe au lait, and I didn't have to fight any bulls in order to get it. Made a little bit of a mess, but I had fun doing it, and I've got a great drink right here. As always, enjoy your cup, guys. I'm Brian with Aromacup.com. Thank you for joining me. Please check out our other videos, and I will see you guys next drink.